So first and foremost, you want to build your website because you want to be producing and hosting all your content on your website, not social media, right? So I'm looking on your Facebook. Everything's on Facebook at the moment, right? So your all the big ideas, all the content, all the images and everything, it sits on Facebook, right? When you really think about it, this is someone else's platform, right? And you're not driving them to anywhere for the conversion, right? So so it's good that you're thinking about producing ongoing content. That's good, right? But I would probably say that's more or less the last piece of the puzzle, right? You want to build your website in a way that when people jumps on your website, they can immediately identify what's in it for me, what do you do, how do I engage, right? And I basically advise this to every single one of our clients, right? Get your website ready first as your step one of any marketing, right? So that would be the first step, right? After you do that, you either choose to let's launch a sales funnel to do lead gen, right? And that will require a more substantial budget, right? Or if you want to take the slower approach where you want to put in the work, write blogs and do videos and do podcasts and have them hosted on your website, right? And then you use social media to drive traffic back to those blogs, right? The objective is not to get people to engage. Well, yes, is to get people engaged on social media, but the ultimate goal is to drive people back to your website for the conversion. Number one, you need to understand that whatever social media that you're on is someone else's platform, right? So they can change things without telling you, right? And that's a classic example, right? So Facebook constantly changing its algorithm to either make things easier or making things harder, right? Even if you pivot to, I don't know, Instagram or TikTok or whatever, right? It will be the same story along the way, right? So the most secure, and this is how I help my clients and help myself to build my marketing, is always build your email list, right? Your email list is your lowest hanging fruit and your biggest marketing asset, right? It's because your email list belongs to you, right? Email marketing is not going anywhere, and you can choose to blast your list every single day, if you will, right? If your content's good enough, people will engage, right? And you would have seen a lot of my emails coming through because you're in my database, right? And I don't really bother much with social media, right? I do to post stuff, and then I strategically use Facebook ads and boost some of my content and all that. But that is not my main play. My main play is to increase my email list at scale using so converting social media traffic into my own email list, right? And all of my engagement happens in the email marketing, right? And someone like yourself is a classic example, right? We met 2 or 3 years ago. You're in my database. You would have seen, I don't know, 50 of my videos and blogs and stuff like that constantly coming through. Now you're booking a call, right? So
that's true.
So that's always going to be your safest and most scalable play, right? Instead of second guessing, what is Facebook going to do tomorrow? Well, not everybody's ready to engage a lawyer today, right? But they would be exactly. They will be ready to engage in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months time. Your job is to stay in front of them at all times, so that when they're ready to talk to you, you're top of mind, always content rich, right? If you just have a static website with no ongoing content, you're not going to go anywhere with SEO, right? So the key to SEO or ranking or organic reach is always going to be ongoing content. And people, like, if you put all the legal lingos in there, you're just going to turn people off, right? So things like 3 ways to migrate to Australia in 18 months time or whatever, right? Or 6, like 6 things that you're overlooking while putting in an application or whatever, right? So those things, right? So I'll give you a content plan, and I want you to get into a habit of writing regularly, ideally weekly or bi-weekly, right? And that would be your Facebook strategy in the intro, right? So for example, right, you're writing on 6 things people are overlooking when putting in the application, right? You write the whole piece, right? I don't want you to just post the whole piece on Facebook, right? Right? I want you to slice it up and create graphics accordingly, right? Step 1, blah blah blah. Step 2, blah blah. Step 3, blah blah, right? Just on that single block alone, you have 6 days worth of posts ready to go. It is not about what you want,
Okay.
right? It's about
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
customer wants, right?
Yeah.
So if you come in and build your website in a way that, oh, I like that, I don't like that, I want my, I want my all my accolades right up front and all that, I don't think we're a good fit for you, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
But when you go through the messaging phase with me, we're going to spend a lot of time articulating and understanding what your customers really want, right? And what problems do they have, and how can you come in as the guide to solve their problems, right? That's what we're talking about, right? I can confidently say to you that you will have no worries in terms of look and feel and design and how things look and everything. We do this stuff all day, every day, right? A beautifully designed website is a given, right? If you're paying for a $15,000 website, it will look beautiful,
Good.
right?
Yeah.
But the whole thing is about messaging, right?
You've not in terms of success rates and SEOs, you're quite and with your clients, you're quite good with that.
Yeah, look, like I can give you all the good stories of, clients spending X and getting Y, right? But along the way, there's a lot of trial and error, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, but service space, look, if we're doing, like, if you're doing what we're saying, like, diligently producing content, spending money on advertising, acquiring leads and stuff, right? Acquiring database and stuff, we can almost guarantee your database is going to grow at scale, right?
Yeah.
Right. I can almost guarantee that, right?
Which is not much at the moment, but that's another goal.
Yeah, that's right. And then it really comes down to, the quality of your service, what the market is, how much you're charging, what's the competition out there and all that, right? So look, I don't want to make any promises, but there are clients who are making from zero to making millions now, right? There are clients like that, right? But I don't want to overpromise.
No, that's you can't. I mean, you can't guarantee anything, and I understand that.
Like some clients, I'll be really honest with you, right? Some clients, we do all the marketing in the world, but either they can't sell. I bring you the leads. If you can't sell, and your service is
not good,
right? Then there's nothing I can do about, right? So so